Kobe Bean Bryant, better known as Mamba to a lot of us, he took the game of basketball by storm, even as a high school athlete entering the NBA so long ago. Whether you were a fan of him, a fan of the Lakers, or just a fan of basketball in general, in some way, his game impacted how you saw the game from your own perspective. He was known to be relentless, aggressive, some would say even cocky. But he let us know it was okay to embrace being confident, knowing you were better than that other person going against you, but that's because you prepared better than that other person. See, Kobe Bryant once stated, "I had a constant craving, a yearning to improve and be the best. I never needed any external forces to motivate me." That's a drive you can't teach. That has to already be inside that person to want that. That's the killer instinct commentators, teammates, and opponents talk about when they remember Kobe. Now, he was more than a player. He was a husband, a father, a friend, a mentor, a coach. He was an amazing man. And it's possible to continue to honor him day by day simply by being a better you, just like he wanted you to be.
August 24th, it's a day we'll always remember. As basketball fans, if you're a Lakers fan, Kobe Bryant fan, or simply a fan of the game of basketball in itself, Kobe Bryant helped change that for a lot of people. And hated him or you loved him, you knew who that man was. But he was more than just a player. We know that he was more to other people in his life. Now, in terms of inspiring, Mamba mentality lives on. But I don't want young adults to think purchasing power, having the ability to buy a lot of Kobe's now at this moment, following his passing, is the only way that you can honor Mamba mentality or that you can live that. Because I'll be honest with you, having the willpower to continue to do everything needed to be better than what you were yesterday, sometimes that's way more difficult than acquiring money. It's way more difficult than shelling out money for a shoe. Now, I, like you, I love sneakers and I love Kobe. So yes, I buy pairs. Yes, I finally got the Kobe 9 Elite details. It took me a minute to finally get my Kobe 9, but I have it now. And if you pay attention to that particular style, it's the details, it's the fundamentals. These are the names of those sneakers that reign true. Because it took more than just skill set or talent for him to continue to be great once he was off the court. And that's actually what I want to bring to you today.
There's blood, sweat, and tears that go into every game by every NBA player. When it comes to a great like Kobe Bryant, we felt there was more than the average amount of sweat and grit and grind, because we deemed it the Mamba mentality because of how he played. And that was evident on the court and in the history books. 81 points. We all remember that game. The second most points ever scored in an NBA game. He was 37 years old when he scored 60 points in his final NBA game. I remember that game and still in awe today. 5 championships, which is why some of us feel he's number 2 behind Michael Jordan. But there's more behind those numbers. And for me, that's what I carry with myself every single day. See, Kobe Bryant's work ethic was amazing from the time he entered the league. Now, you may think fitness has really no part in my life, but yeah, it does. You need to be committed to that. You get one body, and I promise you, just keep the workout simple, but focused, hard, the same. Continue to commit to those workouts that are tried and true, because you need your body primed to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. That's what I carry with me still till this day. Now, you don't necessarily have to run all day long. I get it. Cardio may not be the thing for you, but understand this is a game of endurance, and I'm talking life, not just basketball, not just sprints up and down the court. You need to be able to endure whatever is thrown your way along the way. All of these obstacles, they take energy out of you. You need to be able to endure what it is you're priming yourself for. Prepare yourself. Because if all you have is one good sprint in you for one good time, to be a one-hit wonder and disappear, no one remember you. You would only have yourself to blame for that. If you're not in shape, that time may pass you by. That's just the honest truth. We have to drop the egos. Ask questions, because I promise you, I don't know a lot. I may think I do, but I learn every single day that I don't. Now, we may not have the ability to ask the great himself, Michael Jordan, like Kobe did, how to improve, how to better himself. But we all have individuals in our lives who have already been where we are, or they're exactly where we want to be. Ask questions. Understand you don't know what you think you know. You could better yourself by simply listening more than talking. You'd probably be amazed at what you learn and just how much better you could be from listening. Now, I love the keep it real part, because Kobe was honest. He focused on image, and we all want to be liked. We all want to be perceived a certain way. But let's be real. Whether it's in the media, whether it's on social media, you can't control the perception. You may think you can, but you actually can't. There's a box everyone will try to place you in, and heaven forbid you don't fit inside that box that makes them feel comfortable. They will dislike you just to dislike you. So Kobe said, forget it. At that point, I'll just be blunt and straight. Remain true to who you are. Forget the image. Forget being liked. Just be you. Life is all about teachable moments. If you don't think it is, maybe you haven't lived long enough. But you will find those moments, and they may be longer than a moment. It may be a season. But go back through every low point in life, or every time you may have been beat or bested out, and you'll probably find where you went wrong. See, Kobe was able to analyze his body posture, his stance against Jordan in this one-on-one matchup. And I'm sure a lot of us could go back. I go back and realize, hey, had I done this different, I wasn't primed for this. I didn't take X, Y, or Z into account. That's why the outcome was what it was. But when you reflect and you can point out the error in your own ways in a very humble way, that's when you're able to rise the next time. That next one-on-one in life, whatever it may be, that's when you are able to best it. It could be on the court. It could be in a boardroom. It can be creatively. Whatever you set out to do, do not discard those teachable moments. Hold on to them. Keep a record of them so you don't repeat the same lesson twice. I promise you, if you hold strong to these things, you're keeping the Mamba mentality alive every single day of your life here on Earth.
Now, if you haven't had the chance to pick up the Mamba mentality, how I play, I would certainly recommend you doing that. Just take the time. Read it, go through it. You learn so much about his game, how he saw other players, how he knew certain people would be great for certain things before they even knew it. It's an amazing breakdown. I certainly enjoyed it. But hopefully you understand, laid out in this video, there are so many principles and fundamentals you can apply to your everyday life to be great and be better in whatever it is you do to continue to keep that Mamba mentality alive. So Kobe Bryant, thank you so much again. I promise you, Mamba out. You're never really gone.